Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever MJ Bear Fantasy Football League show. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank all the participants and just all the fans of this league. I am your host and commissioner, Colt Carver, and I tell you we got a great show for you today. A lot of information, a lot of people hype about this year as the league is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a big cast of owners here, and we got a good season, and I just want to jump right into it, and let's get things going. Football's right around the corner. Broncos, Ravens to start it off. Let's get it going. Let's look at the teams we have and the owners, and we'll go over the draft and see who did good and who didn't do so good, Wayne. Okay, so here we go. We got the MJ Carver owner. That's me, Colt. Kevin Sumlin's visor. Owner is Cleet. It's Mike Vick in a box. That's owner is Jacob. Tenmar Raven, or Tienmar Raven. Sorry, that's Wayne. Sorry if I butchered that for you. The Ring or Nothing, owned by Ken. Anchor Down MJ, that is owned by Terry. You Can't See Me, or whatever that is, that's owned by Keith. Nashville Cats, owned by Terry Jr. Bad Karma is owned by Lisa, and VY Haters is owned by Levon. So there you have it. Hope I didn't butcher anybody's, hey, it's the first TV show. We're going to have some bumps, so we're just going to go along with it. Alright, so let's look at how the draft ended up going out for a lot of people, and we'll name about 3 of the key players on everybody's team. I first want to say last year's draft, the award for the best draft went out to DeBusters, who is now The Ring or Nothing. That was Ken. He did a good job, got a great draft, but at the end of the day, the season didn't end out the way he thought it would. Started out strong and kind of fizzled out, but we're not going to get into that. He's had a long year of some frustration, and we've been ragging him pretty hard, so we'll just keep it at that. Alright, so for the MJ Carver, that is me. I ended up with 3 good key players I think could take me a long way. Adrian Peterson, Matt Forte, and Drew Brees. So very fortunate there. I really like what I got there. Alright, for Kevin Sumlin's visor, got Russell Wilson. Pretty good rookie year. Brandon Marshall and C.J. Spiller. They expect a lot out of C.J. Spiller this year, so that could actually be a really good pick right there. It's Mike Vick in a box. He's got Tom Brady. Can't go wrong there. Arian Foster and Wes Welker. Arian Foster, everybody knows, is a great running back. Having some injury issues. We'll see if he's ready to go. Tenmar Raven, owned by Wayne. Got Julio Jones, Aaron Rodgers, and Frank Gore. Now, I'll get into a little bit later in the show about Frank Gore. Don't really like that pick. Aaron Rodgers is a great pick, but he's talking about benching him in the first week. So, we just got to see. He is a new member, so, we are in our second season of this league. He is a new member for the first time, so might really be a joke, but we'll just have to see about that. The Ring or Nothing. He's got Alfred Morris, Marshawn Lynch, and Maurice Jones-Drew. This guy went running back crazy. Could be a good year for that guy. Anchor Down MJ, owned by Terry. Got Peyton Manning, Ray Rice, and Roddy White. Pretty good. The Ravens with that quarterback of, what's his name, Joe Flacco. I really see a lot of Ray Rice in the future of that team, so that could be really good there. You Can't See Me, Keith. Calvin Johnson, Dez Bryant, Darren McFadden. I'll get on a little bit later in the show about Darren McFadden. I don't like that, but can you go wrong with Calvin Johnson? And a lot of hype about Dez Bryant. Could have a huge year, so we'll see about that. Nashville Cats with Terry Carver Jr., Colin Kaepernick, Jamar Charles, and LaShawn McCoy. Two good running backs right there. A quarterback that kind of got it going last year, hit the storm, hit everybody by storm. We'll see if he can have a good year too for him. Bad Karma, Lisa, Cam Newton, Doug Martin, and Jimmy Graham. She's got the best tight end in the biz with Rob Gronkowski out. We ain't going to talk about the other Patriots tight end or non-tight end, or we ain't going to talk about that. But Jimmy Graham, great player. And then you got VY Haters, a new member, Andrew Luck, Andre Johnson, and Chris Johnson. We're going to talk about Chris Johnson too. So overall, we had fun, had a good draft. A lot of people feel good about the draft. There's some people that, is a little worried, but quite frankly, they should be worried. I really don't know about a few people in this league and their way of drafting. A lot of question marks, and let's get to some of these question marks, shall we? Risky picks. We're going to go to VY Haters. I think you had a good draft. You get Andrew Luck, an up-and-coming star. Andre Johnson, always a workhorse. But I want to talk about Chris Johnson. I'm a big Titans fan, I think Chris Johnson with that new offensive line could do something, But here's the thing. You picked him at pick 5. Really? I mean, that is awfully high for CJ, who once was 2K, but quite frankly is not 2K right now. So pick 5, a little high. You still had a lot of people out there, but we'll see how that works out for you there. Alright, so we're going to go to Frank Gore, Wayne. Frank Gore was a beast about a couple years ago, but this year, past couple years, he has really slowed down. A lot of running backs in that formation, and Frank Gore has had some injury issues. I really don't like that pick. I've already told you about it. You like it. I think you're hoping on it. So we'll just see about that. And Darren McFadden, Keith. Is this guy ever healthy? He had a good couple years ago, but this guy, I think he's hurt right now. I don't even know if he can go week 1. So, Keith, I don't know. I'm praying for you, buddy, but, man, it might be another long year. Let's just get into this. Some cliffhanger notes. Keith, last year, you talked a lot of smack. Your name is You Can't See Me, but quite frankly, you might need to change your name to You See What You Get, because we seen you last year. We seen you pretty well flop. If it wasn't for a mistake by one player, not paying, you wouldn't even made the playoffs. So you have taken an approach this year, kind of quiet so far. Keith, I think that'd be the best thing for you right now, because last year did not end the way you really wanted it to end. We also got a member, The Ring or Nothing. I want everybody to know this. This guy has been playing fantasy football since 1920. I mean, that is an accomplishment. Let's give this guy a hand right there. I mean, Ken, he's, I don't want to say, how wine ages great with age. I think that's what we got there with Ken. He's hoping for a good year this year, so looking out for you, buddy, there. And Wayne, the only cliffhanger note I've got is Ravens suck. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, so buddy. Let's just get to a few notes just out there and about. Let's start out with Johnny Manziel. What is this guy's deal? Okay, he catches NCAA by storm last year. I think he got a few lucky breaks on the way. But he gets Heisman for Texas A&M, and then the kid don't know what to do with himself. He's out and about everywhere doing all this stuff, and then he's going to sign all these autographs for over money. I mean, guy, man, dude, let's be real. Let's be a role model, man. You should be signing autographs for the fun of it. For that little kid, he just wants your autograph. You don't need to get paid by a booster or nothing like that. And then he gets away with it. On top of that, I mean, Kevin Sumlin, he doesn't know what to do with the kids. So, I mean, that's just a mess right there in Texas A&M. To be honest, I think Alabama's going to roll over him, but, hey, I'm glad he ain't on my team, I don't care what you say. Let's look here. More news. We got. How about the Jets QB situation? I mean, wow. You got Mark Sanchez, a.k.a. Mr. Butt Fumble. I mean, he was looking like the worst option. Then you got Geno Smith. He comes out, throws 3 picks in the preseason. Rex Ryan's like, oh crap, I need to get Sanchez back in the game. Puts him back in the game, fourth quarter. What does he do? He gets a shoulder hurt. I mean, really looks stupid there. Now you got Geno Smith, who's going to start, for quite a bit of the season, at least to start. That is a fantasy stay away in my books. But you got people in this league. I don't want to mention names. Keith, that will go out there, and I'm sure he'll take a flyer on Geno Smith, Mark Sanchez. Heck, he might even take a flyer on, Sims, their third-string quarterback. So, hey, whatever works for you, Keith. I know you're struggling at getting some things done this year. So, and then, have you heard Joe Flacco's comments? Look, Wayne, don't mean to bust you, or nothing like that. Joe Flacco says, sorry, I get a little laugh when I think. Joe Flacco thinks this team could be better than last team's. You're maybe not too far. Actually, you're a lot far off. You lost over 6 starters on defense, to be honest, and you lost your main man, Joe. You lost your main man, Joe. You lost Anquan Bolden. A lot of times you just say, "Oh, I'm gonna throw it." Oh, look, Anquan Bolden's got it. You lost that guy, Joe. I really think you're gonna take a step back this year. A lot of people's gonna look at it. They're gonna be like, "Man, that was a $120 million mistake right there." So, I just thought that was absolutely ridiculous. But, hey, we'll see what pans out. I know Wayne's rooting for the best. Yeah. Now, let's just jump into week 1 here. Got a lot of good matchups. I just want to talk about a couple. TNMR Raven versus You Can't See Me. I really like this one because You Can't See Me was the biggest trash talker last year, coming a little quiet on the radar. I think he learned his lesson, but yeah, it only is week 1. I'm sure this will start getting going soon. And TNMR Raven, Wayne, this guy, he's a new member. He's been committed to this fantasy league for about over half a year now. He has been pumped. He has been ready, and he is ready to take down Keith in this week 1 matchup, and that would be big because that would show that he is here for real and here to do some damage. So I think that is a big key matchup. But the number 1 matchup this week, top matchup, the MJ Carver, that is me versus Kevin Sumlin's Visor. And for your new members that you don't know, last year Kevin Sumlin's Visor was known as Texas Alcoholic, and he was facing me in the championship game. I started out 0-6 last year. Took my bumps, but I didn't lose another game and got to the championship. And if it wasn't for the Minnesota Vikings sticking in Toby Gerhart on the goal line for 2 touchdowns, I'll be showing you a ring right now. But that's how it is. He got lucky. And congratulations to Cleet. I want to say that, he is our reigning champion in the first year. We're so glad for that. And he renewed right away. He loves this league, and he's determined to go for a repeat. But there is 9 other people determined to not let that happen. So I am interested in that matchup. You got a rematch from the championship game. What a great way to start out the year with a title rematch. A lot of bragging rights out on stake for that game. So I tell you, I'm just hyped for this year. We got a lot of good things going. We're going to have quite a few more episodes, folks. We might be looking at an episode a week, if this gets going great, or at the least every other episode. I want to thank everybody for joining out here. Future episodes, we're going to have some special guests. We're going to talk to some other players, see how they feel about their season, see how they feel about some of their losses, Wayne. And, we'll just kind of go at that. And, hey, we might get some really cool special guests, so that is in the works for you. We'll be shooting at different locations, everything. So I really think this is the start of a good, rich tradition. This is year 2 of the MJ Bear Fantasy Football League. We're pumped about it. We think in the future we will have a live draft. I think that it will be great. We're growing as a fantasy football league. Everybody is simply pumped for this year, and man, I think the sky is the limit. We are thinking about expanding to 10 from 12 players. We might look at anything. This is going to be, I really think this will be a great, rich tradition. We'll get some rings on some fingers. That's what it's all about. For all the fans out there, you don't know, every player is playing for a fantasy football championship ring. We don't do no bragging rights. Bragging rights is a given. This time, we play for a ring, okay? We either play for the ring or you can take your chance at the money. But I tell you, there's a lot of people wanting that ring to flash around for a year. So, we're looking at that. It's going to be a great league. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Can't do this without you. I just want to say to the other 9 contestants, really, thank you for your commitment to this league. I have a ball doing it. I love making this TV show for everybody. I want to thank you for everything, for all your commitment. We had a great year last year, and, man, it's just going to get better and better. So I want to say good luck to everybody, except for you, Kevin Sumlin's visor, because you're going down. Yeah, that's right, buddy. You're going down this week. I hope. Man, I sure hope. And just one more thing. Sorry, Wayne. Want to repeat this. Ravens suck. Okay, suck it. Okay, really suck it. Really think about it hard. Okay, Ravens suck. Okay, I don't care if you won a Super Bowl. You had a murderer on your team. I'm just saying. Hey, whoa. Ravens suck. Okay, Joe Flacco gonna have a hard year this year. So, hey, sorry. Thank you everybody for joining, and tune in next week for a wrap up of Week 1 matchups and a preview of Week 2 matchups. So thanks everybody. Y'all have a good